So we have a brand new Curtis incoming. Arma Hobby just released the Curtis H-75 A1 A2 in 1/72 scale. They started sending out the kit at the beginning of this week, and Gregor of Arma Hobby was kind enough to send us a sample so we can review it and of course also build it here on the Rusty Scale Show channel. So that's why I thought we just immediately have to start make an episode about this kit and show you guys what's in here, what's in the box. So if you have been eyeballing this new Curtis Hawk of Arma Hobby, you're in the right spot because we are about to check it out. And if you were not aware of this release at all, you're also in the right spot because you're about to learn something. Let's go. So you can see this one here is still packed. I haven't opened it yet. I want to do it with you guys together. So let's quickly have a look at the Arma Hobby homepage. The Curtis H-75 A1 A2. It's in 1/72 scale. It costs €21.36. We have 3 different versions and stuff, but we're gonna check this just for you to have a look. You can order it here if you think this is interesting for you. Kit contains plastic sprues, decals for 3 marking options, self-adhesive masks for canopy and wheels, instructions, hopefully it has instructions, file with details for 3D self-printing. So Arma Hobby also offers here a file for a 3D self-printing. I think it's, no, not this one. This one here. This would be this piece here. That's the 3D printed piece with the different parts. The file offers bulkhead with seat and seat belts, instrument panels, exhaust tubes, gun barrels, reflector gun sight, ring and bead gun sight. So let's have a look at the kit. Let's have a look at the package. You can see it's all still completely packed. Whoop. Put it like this. So, beautiful cardboard. This aside. And here is the kit. At the back side we can see the 3 versions of the 3 markings that this first edition of this kit offers. I'm quite sure other editions will follow with different markings. So let's have a look at the inside. Whoop. There's a part here, and we're gonna put everything aside. So, oh, what fell out here? It comes with 2 gray sprues and 1 clear sprue. Let's start with sprue number B. It contains smaller parts like engine parts or vertical and horizontal stabilizers. The details seem to be very good. Oh, this is nicely detailed. Take a look at this. The engine. Second piece of the engine. Nicely detailed instrument panels. The landing gear, very fine. Nicely detailed. And what's interesting here on the vertical stabilizer parts, it has raised panel lines. Over here, this is the horizontal stabilizer. They are recessed. Look at these ones here. Let's have a look at the main sprue, sprue A. Very nice, I love it. I can't spot any flash so far. Let's jump to the lower surface of the wings then. Fuselage half number 1. Fuselage half number 2. Clear details, sharp edges, Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I don't know if the camera can catch it, but it also contains some beautiful rivets, some rivet lines here and there. Here are the interior details of the fuselage halves. Here we have the propeller. That's the third engine part here on this sprue. And the pilot seat, which we're not going to use, because Gregor also added the 3D printed parts in our sending. Let's have a look. That's great. That's really great. These 3D printed parts of Arma Hobby for their kits, you can only get them in the pre-release order phase. Once the kit has been released, what you can get is the 3D file to print this at home. But ready printed, you can only get it in the pre-release phase of these kits. So it's all packed together. Here we have the pilot seat. These are the exhaust tubes with covers here. One on this side. And the other one over here on the other side. In between the bulkhead from the pilot seat, there's the instrument panel. But the details of the instrument panels are facing the bulkhead here. So we can't see it right now. Only if we disassemble it. And here on this side we have all the very small detail parts. On the left, these are the gun barrels, I believe. The gun sights here, very tiny parts. Ooh, I gotta be careful when removing these. Ooh, these are tiny. Now what I have to say concerning the plastic, comparing to the Hayabusa, this seems to be a different production. This seems to be different. It feels different. It's like flat. Very, very nice. Here inside we have that shine. You see? You see the shine of the plastic as it usually is. But here we don't have it. You see that? This surface here is flat. It's a flat surface. Almost appears like it's printed. Crazy. They've been informing that they are trying out different facilities to produce their kits. I have the feeling that the Curtis was produced in another facility than the Hayabusa. Is this possible, Gregor? Am I right? Good. Now let's quickly check the clear parts. These are the side window parts. That's the middle piece. And we have two different front pieces, it looks like. And also the lights. I think these two ones here, small round ones, they look crystal clear. And very beautiful detailed, especially those front pieces here. Clear parts are crystal clear and shiny. And we have a quick look at the instructions. Now here is the overview of the entire box contain. The suggested colors from many different brands. Very nicely done. Usually there is only one brand or something. But here Arma Hobby has all types of brands for colors. The instructions in Arma Hobby style. Many times the sections are colored where you have to be working on. Green or blue. Very nicely detailed, but not over detailed, you know? Like small pictures, but informative enough that you get what you have to do exactly and where you have to place which piece and which part exactly. They also always add helpful notes, or depending on if there are several versions to choose which one to use. Very, very helpful. Then also a nice scheme on how to put the rigging. Something that is missing often and you need to do research. I mean, doing research is nice, but it's cool if you can see exactly on which spot it exactly has to be placed. Very nice. Then we have a look at the versions. This one here comes with French markings. An aircraft flown by Jan Zumbach. This is the Battle of France, I guess. Yes, 1940. Another one in French service, but this one is looks like a bare metal finish. And here's a third one, again with the typical Armée de l'Air camouflage, also in French service. Beautiful. And here we have the small sheet with all the masks necessary for the canopy parts and the wheels. And last but not least, the decal sheet, which I have to say, looks extremely nice. Woo, look at this. Oh, I love that. Yeah, baby. Look at all these beautiful French markings, man. Very nicely done. And here we have the stencils. It's all on one sheet. So the numbers of stencils is nicely detailed, but not overdone. If I can read it correctly, it says printed by Tecmod, but it's very small. Very hard to read. Even for my hawk eyes. Let's have a look at these here. Nice. With the hawks and everything. Noticeable here also, if you don't have the 3D printed seat, the pilot seat, which already has seat belts on it, they provide some decals. Seatbelt decals. Okay, so I'm gonna put everything back in the box, and my quick summary of this review here is that I love the way the kit is like very nicely detailed, but not over-engineered, not overdone. Same with the stencils. We have beautiful stencils, but not too many. It's not like a crazy amount of stencils or details here. Everything has space on two, relatively big for 72, but two sprues. Everything is here, but on the first look, it does not seem that anything is missing. We have very fine, detailed parts, and we have the rest, the necessary, the wings and the fuselage and everything, but with very fine molded surfaces, and also different types of we have the recessed panel lines, we have some rivet lines here, but we also have some raised panel lines on the vertical stabilizer, which I think it's a very nice variety. Yeah, the price is okay. It's not a cheap kit, but it is a brand new kit, and I have to say the quality standard here is very high. So all in all, I can't wait starting to build this kit here, which I will do very, very, very soon. So thanks a lot to Gregor from Arma Hobby for sending this kit here as a review sample to the Rusty Scale show, so we can show it to you guys and have a look what's going on with the new Curtis H-75. So of course there will be more following with this kit, because we will build it, we will paint it, we will weather it. Yes, everything. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.